Chief Meteorologist Ashlee Baracy. Weeknights on 10 TV. Always be prepared. Download the 10 TV app. Now, stay tuned for a special presentation from 10 TV.
All right, Jack, let's take a look at your Christmas list. Let's see what you're asking for from Santa.
Yeah, well, it's not all for me, you know that. My gosh. Oh, yeah. The giraffes have to have a back scratcher.
Back scratch?
Yeah, you're looking how big they are.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to scratch your back. The elephants only need a thing of a bob.
I think I can handle that.
When the elephant asks for something, you give him what he wants. He'll take this whole building down.
Well, I understand.
Yeah. And gorillas are asking for bubble bath.
Bubble bath for gorillas?
The cheetahs are asking for spot remover. Now, you can't do that. It's a cheetah. That's how
You don't want that.
No.
Okay.
The poor cheetahs. I know they might want a spot remover, but sometimes I want my hair to grow back too. That doesn't happen. I like sea lions in the zoo and more blinker fluid in my truck.
Whoa. Did you say sea lions?
Not sea lions. You understand, Santa? Not lions. These are sea lions. They run around in the water.
Jack, we can make that happen.
Wow. This is fantastic. Thanks, Santa.
From the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, it's Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights Holiday Special.
Welcome everyone to Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights. We are coming to you from the world-famous Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. I'm Angela Ann.
And I'm Pete Scalia, and we are joined by the one and only Jack Hanna.
Let's give him a round of applause! Hey, Jack. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Great to see you.
Yeah, good to be here.
Wow, now we wanted to point out too, we're inside where it's nice and warm because Jack has brought along several of his animal friends today.
I've seen these in a while jump from here all the way over that reef right there. Easy.
Ooh.
Wow. Well, you know, Jack, we've been doing this show with you since 2009. Can you believe it's been 11? What do you mean here? What do you mean here? Oh my God!
Come on, you for a little while. We are so excited to spend the next hour with you. And we have an excited group of kids here, too, who want to see a bunch of animals tonight.
That's right. So right here, our guests tonight come to us from a very special organization called NC4K, Nellie's Champions for Kids. And as many of you know, NC4K supports families with children who are fighting cancer. And you guys do amazing work. And so we're so excited to have them join us here tonight.
In addition to meeting all those animals with Jack Hanna, before we continue in here, we want to introduce you to another member of our team who's outside among the Wildlights. Yolanda Harris is somewhere in the zoo taking in these 3 million lights.
Hey, Yolanda.
Hi, Pete, Angela, and Jack. I'm out here in front of this giant snowman that greets visitors as they enter the Wildlights. How cool is that? It puts you in the holiday mood right as you walk in. Now, this is just the beginning. Coming up, we'll head over to Conservation Lake to check out the 2 new light shows happening there. And we're going to meet up with Columbus Zoo President and CEO Tom Stoff. But first, here's a look at what's to come in the next hour as we go into the Wildlights. We're talking sea lions, seals, sloths, and snakes as we bring the wild life to the Wildlights tonight. And as we celebrate the holidays and count down to the new year, we'll look back at the progress being made on the zoo's most recent expansion project called Adventure Cove. And who doesn't love a baby? Ashlee Baracy will be here to show off a few of the zoo babies born here in 2019. Plus, Pete and Angela are joined by our friends from NC4K, an organization that supports children with pediatric cancer. Tonight, some of the kids in our audience will be special animal ambassadors as they assist Jungle Jack Hanna in bringing the wildlife to the Wildlights.
So, as we welcome our first animal here, Jack, we want to introduce our first animal ambassador.
That's me. I'm the first animal.
Oh, okay. This is our first animal ambassador.
Okay, you're
Big difference here, right? But her name is Marley Phillips, and she's 10 years old from Marysville. Come on out here, Marlene. She's brought friends, Jack.
Come here.
Who does she have with us? What are these, Jack?
Wow.
Cats.
All right, so Susie, tell us more about these sand cats.
Well, sand cats, first of all, you're very fortunate to see them because there aren't very many zoos that even have sand cats. So we're very excited to have them here at the Columbus Zoo. Sand cats, there's not a lot known about them, Angela. They live in the desert, so it's one of the few cats that's truly, truly a desert cat. They don't require water. They get their moisture from the food that they eat. And the sand cat, you can find them in Sudan and Northern Africa all the way to Turkestan. Really? So they're in Africa, the Middle East, and in Asia.
And now the Columbus Zoo.
And now the Columbus Zoo.
First time I've ever seen them. It really is.
Wow.
It really is.
Yeah, we've never had them here.
And we know, Marley, you have some interesting facts about sand cats too for us.
They can travel up to 25 miles per hour.
Wow.
25 miles per hour. Did you know that, Jack?
No.
He does now.
Stuffed him.
What else do you know?
Here.
Oh!
I've never done that. I've never done that. You're the first time I've ever done that, but you answered the question. They didn't give me a chance.
That is great.
Marley, thank you so much for telling us about the sand cats. Very cool, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, right now we want to introduce you to another member of our team, Doppler 10 meteorologist Ashlee Baracy.
So she's outside among all the lights out there. They're just beautiful, aren't they, Jack? And,
Oh, they are.
And I think she maybe has a really neat spot overlooking Conservation Lake.
Hey there, check out this view. The lights are so much fun. In a little bit, I'm going to meet up with Susie Rapp of the Columbus Zoo, and she's going to introduce me to one of her friends. And did you hear there was a baby boom at the Columbus Zoo this year? So I decided to bring my family out and our little baby. We're going to introduce you to the cute little animal babies of 2019. You don't want to miss it. I think we should take a photo here.
It's fun.
What a great idea, Ashlee.
Yeah, and of course Ashlee and her husband have a little baby at home, and with all these zoo babies, can you imagine how many dirty diapers need changed?
Ooh.
Coming up, I've got the scoop on the poop. No joke. I mean, we're talking about fertilizer coming up.
Ah, there it is.
It's time to clean out, clear out, and close out at Big Sandy Superstore. We must make room for new items, so get to our year-end clearance event and save up to an additional 20% off with up to 4 years no money down financing. Ashlee Power reclining sofa and love seat with power headrest, $17.99 after 20% discount, plus a free 49-inch TV, as low as $50 a month. 5-piece queen barn door bedroom. Don't pay $9.99, just $7.99 after discount, plus a free nightstand at Big Sandy Superstore.
Holiday gifting advice with Cardi B.
If you don't know their size, don't get them a sweater. Give them the gift that always fits. Cash.
Here comes Cardi B, here comes Cardi B. She's gonna make it rain. Turning Pepsi into cash.
You wanna give cash like me this holiday season? Scan your Pepsi, get a match, and give that money forward to whoever you want. Keep the Pepsi, give the cash.
My name is Morgan Mercy, and I was born with a rare liver disorder, and doctors said I would someday need a transplant. When I was 19, I was so sick I dropped out of college. My only chance of survival was finding a donor match. Thanks to my hero, my liver donor Jordan, I got a second chance. His life may have ended tragically, but because Jordan said yes to donation, I was able to graduate from college, get married, and have a son of my own. Please, say yes to organ, eye, and tissue donation. Register at lifelineofohio.org.
Scott, you know what my favorite season is, right?
The holiday season.
Well, yeah, that's a good one.
I bet I know. It's hockey season. I'm Brandon Dubinsky, and for the 8th straight season, we're proud to line up with Myers Jewelers as the official jeweler of the Columbus Blue Jackets. For the very best engagement rings, necklaces, bracelets, watches, and all your jewelry needs. Break away this holiday season and score big with Myers Jewelers' 50th anniversary savings.
And experience Myers Jewelers.
Hi, I'm Zoe. Hi, Jack. What is the smelliest animal?
Oh my gosh. I can do about 10,000 animals that way sometimes in Africa, South America, all over the world I go to. You kidding me? Especially when I'm in a tent at nighttime, they go to the bathroom right outside the daggum tent. But I'll tell you one thing, when a sloth goes to the bathroom, you don't want to be anywhere around that animal.
Well, welcome back to Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights. And you know, it's not something you might think about when you visit the zoo, but with over 10,000 animals, they can really accumulate a mess, if you know what I mean. Well, as a matter of fact, last summer, I got to meet the zoo's chief pooper scooper. His name is Chris, and I wanted to find out what they do with all that number 2.
Hey, Chris.
Hi, Pete. How are you?
Doing all right. All right, so what are you going to have me do today?
Well, I'm going to have you hop in the truck. We're going to go around to all the animal areas and pick up all the animal poo. This is going to be our first stop of the day.
There we go. Got to protect the eyes.
You want to try to go for the controls?
Sure.
There you go. Now, you're going to want to look out. It's going to get a good splash going on. Nice work. First barrel done.
Can you tell from looking at it what kind it is?
You know, from looking at it, sometimes no. From the smell, usually yes. I would say when it comes to worst smelling poo at the zoo, the penguins and the polar bears win hands down. Mainly because they eat fish. And so coming out the other end, that is not pleasant at all. Reverse of that, the best smelling poo is definitely the binturong, also known as a bear cat. They've got a butter popcorn smell to them. So every time I stop by those barrels, I want to go see a movie.
Where are we off to next?
Okay, next we're going to camels.
Camels? Judging by the size of the hump, I can only imagine the size of the dump. All right. Look at that.
Every day I'm stopping by every back spot for every animal that we have here.
So it's safe to say all the animals at the zoo are pretty regular.
Yes. The pachyderm stop is definitely going to be the heaviest. It's going to be about 1 ton to 2 tons every day.
Wow.
Yep, we also pick up kitchen scraps, but on a daily basis, we're averaging about 4.5 tons of animal poo per day.
All right, so I guess the next question is, where do we take all this stuff?
Every day we haul it up to Price Farms Organics. 2 years later, they're going to turn it into what they call Zoo Brew. And that's our spot right there.
All right, Chris, here we are. Let's do this, the big dump.
So we got our levers. This is gonna pull up our back end, and this one's gonna push it all out. We were at about 4.5 tons, or 9,000 pounds.
I think there's a full cantaloupe. Hopefully that didn't pass through one of the animals. Well, if only there was a way you could smell this at home to really take in. It's quite pungent. It stings the nostrils.
Hi, I'm Tom Price here at Price Farms Organics. We've been in operation about 20 years. What we got going on here, Pete, it takes about 2 years. We hurry up the process of recycling in the woods. If you can imagine what a woods does over a period of 100 years, and then we do it in a matter of a couple. Closing the circle is what we're trying to do, and the zoo uses a lot of this zoo brew back in their beds.
All right,
Thanks for helping me today, Pete.
Man, I really appreciate you showing us around, and so now it's going to sit there, marinate for a few years, and then people will be able to put it in their garden. We appreciate all you do with the number 2. Thank you again.
Thank you, Pete. Good times.
Is it over yet? Is it over yet, Jack? That was like your first job here when you first came here, too, right? You did everything at the zoo.
I sure did, yeah. And a lot of poop, yes, there was.
Take a look at what Jack has for us now. You said the sloth was the smelliest animal you have ever encountered, so we have one here with us right now.
I thought you said what Jackass has, but you said just Jackass.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, but I just didn't hear it right.
Well, you know, Jack, helping us out tonight is 14-year-old Carter Davis of Orion. How you doing, Carter?
I'm doing pretty good.
Tell us a little bit about your friend.
Yeah, actually, they're really fast swimmers using their long arms to propel them through the water.
Fast swimmer?
Yeah, fast.
Couldn't tell by looking at him, could you?
Yeah, you're right.
A lot of people don't realize that. They do well in the water. They don't do well on the land. If we were to take Sid and put him down here, he would not feel very comfortable. Notice his long legs. He wants to hang from those. And when Jack was talking about the smelliest animal, sloths aren't smelly right now. But let me tell you, this is an animal that only goes to the bathroom once every 4 to 5 days. Yes. So when it does go, it's quite smelly, and it's quite a lot.
Yeah.
So, Jack, the sloth makes it count when he has to go number
Yes.
2.
Yeah, exactly. In the wild, they come down out of the trees and go on the ground. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon for a sloth to live his entire life in maybe 1 to 3 trees.
Yeah.
But when they go to the bathroom, Jack's right. They're going to come to the bottom of the tree, go to the bathroom, and climb back up.
Right back up.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Carter. We appreciate you coming in tonight. And you've met Carter and Marley, 2 of our helpers tonight, Jack. And right now we want to introduce you to more about NC4K.
They have a very special partnership with the Columbus Zoo.
Nellie's Champions for Kids, or NC4K, is an organization first founded by Nellie Corvo.
These parents come up to you and hug you and say, thank you so much for doing this. We wouldn't have Christmas. It's what it's all about.
She was only 16 when she knew she wanted to make a difference in the life of a child fighting cancer. So it began as a single fundraiser, a fashion show called Nellie's Catwalk for Kids. Inspired by that night, the organization and its purpose expanded tenfold. You see, when a child is diagnosed with cancer, everyone in the family is impacted. Moms, dads, brothers and sisters, doctor visits, hospital stays, and the flurry of appointments all take their toll.
Often, one or both parent is having to stop working, so there is an income drop for them.
Mandy Powell is NC4K's executive director.
Those regular everyday expenses become quite a hardship. And so when we're able to say, don't worry about your mortgage, don't worry about your water bill this month, we've got you covered, we know from our families that takes a significant burden off of their plate.
Today, NC4K is helping families from all over Ohio, more than 600, and it has raised over $2.5 million in the 13 years since its founding.
The whole family unit is very important. We know that the more we can facilitate those memory-making moments, that togetherness, that community, we know that's going to help them through their cancer journey.
One of the fundraisers? The Fighting Faces Calendar. Every year, NC4K and the Columbus Zoo produce a calendar featuring 12 children who are battling the disease.
Look at David smile!
Images are captured as the kids pose with the sometimes furry and sometimes cuddly creatures of the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. The final product is an inspiring and touching tribute to all of those children who have bravely fought cancer. NC4K's motto, no one fights alone. And tonight, we stand with and celebrate those children and their families with us here at the Columbus Zoo.
That was so great. And you know what, Jack, what's neat is that all the kids in the audience, they've all been in one of these calendars before.
Oh, yeah.
So special. So you know what? Everyone at home is going to want one of these calendars, and you can order yours by visiting columbuszoo.org or just pick it up at the gift shop right here at the zoo.
It really is a nice one.
It is.
Yeah.
And also for more information about Nellie's Champions for Kids, just go to nc4k.org. And once again, we want to thank all of you kids and the moms and dads for being here. How about giving your moms and dads a round of applause?
And there's much more to come, too, here with our friend Jack Hanna as we celebrate the holidays at the Columbus Zoo. Right now, we want to go outside to meet yet another member of our Wildlights team, Dr. 10 meteorologist Jeff Booth.
Hey guys, someone said y'all were going to be at the Wildlights, and I didn't want to miss out on the fun either. You know what they say, this is a great place to bring your family, and that's just what I did tonight. I brought my family and actually one of their friends. Say hi, guys. Remember, a visit to the Wildlights isn't complete without seeing some of the creatures here at the zoo. And while it's a little late to see some of them, we're going to head on over to the reptile building, where there's always someone, or should I say something, awake. That's coming up. But we've got a lot of ground to cover out here first. Are you guys ready to look at some more of the lights?
Yeah.
Let's go!
Taco Bell invites you to a world where you'll find all your Taco Bell favorites in one amazing $5 box. The $5 Chalupa Cravings box from Taco Bell's Cravings Value Menu. Value beyond belief.
You could have gone down to the nearby tree lot and picked out a nice little spruce for the holidays. But you've got a Ford Escape with four-wheel drive and an example to set. Ford Escape, built for the holidays.
During the Built for the Holidays sales event, get up to $5,627 in total savings on the 2019 Ford Escape.
Giant Eagle curbside pickup and delivery is so easy, you'll feel it was made for you. The bakers, the decorators, the ones dashing through the snow, the night owls, the early birds, and the families on the go. Order online and we'll load up your sleigh, or pick a time and we'll bring them your way. Whatever you like to do this time of year, you'll have more time to do more of it. Giant Eagle curbside pickup and delivery. Try it free today.
Taco Bell invites you to a world where you'll find all your Taco Bell favorites in one amazing $5 box. The $5 Chalupa Cravings Box from Taco Bell's Cravings Value Menu. Value beyond belief.
Hey Jack, I'm Kaylin. Why is it a bad idea to yell your name in an airport?
I'm in the airport trying to get to the daggum gate. I go from Columbus to there and then Montana. All of a sudden I hear this, "Hi Jack." And I say hi to people, but there were Girl Scouts, about 30 of them, screamed it in the airport. "Hi Jack!"
Hi Jack, Jack, hi,
I went like this, "Hi Jack," screaming. Over here comes a policeman. Not one policeman, three policemen. This way, my gosh, no wonder. The way they say it. Not, "Hi Jack." I like people, but just say, "How you doing?" Maybe that'd be better.
Welcome back to Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights. I'm Yolanda Harris here at the world-famous Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. And if you've been to the zoo in the past year, you've seen the construction as you walk in. A major new attraction is opening this spring. And the headliner, a special group of animals who've been on a long journey to their new home. It may be hard to imagine now, but in just a short time, all that will become this. And it's all part of building a home at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium for these.
I can't wait for all our guests here to meet their sea lions when they arrive. Wait. I am Susie Rapp, and I'm Vice President of Animal Programs here at the Columbus Zoo. And right now, we are in front of what is going to be our brand new Adventure Cove. This project has been in the making or in the works for a long time. We haven't had sea lions here for 35 years. But to be able to design a facility to share these species with all of our guests is something that I have wanted to do for 25 years.
A massive undertaking. Rapp and her team say the construction of Adventure Cove will increase the zoo's footprint, all while bringing animals much closer to the entrance. New buildings, animal habitats, pools, and filtration have all been integrated into the area. But the spot they're most excited about is a one-of-a-kind experience that puts zoo visitors inside the exhibit.
This is going to be the wow of the whole project. So what you see roughed in over there is all acrylic. So we have these acrylic, and this is going to be a tunnel.
So there could be sea lions on top of us, and you'll be able to see them. None of this plastic will be here. It will be clear. You're underneath the water, and you will have the ability to see sea lions swimming underneath you. There is nothing like this in any other facility.
While building Adventure Cove hasn't been easy, getting the stars of the show to Columbus has been an even bigger challenge.
You know, we had to not only secure the animals, then we had to figure out how are we going to get those animals from China to here, to the United States. And then the other thing was we weren't sure when this exhibit would be done. So we were very fortunate. We found a private facility in Florida that we were able to bring the sea lions to. We have trainers down there working with our sea lions daily, living on the property, and we are so excited to bring them all home.
And even though the sea lions and seals are a huge part of Adventure Cove, the experience for zoo visitors won't stop there.
We have another building called Animal Encounters Village, and that's a building that will have 8 outdoor habitats along with 8 indoor habitats. These are animals that are trained, that travel with Jungle Jack Hanna. They've traveled the country. You've probably seen them on many of the national television shows. You may walk through and see a sloth, a tamandua, penguins, and then 6 hours later, you're going to come back through the building on your way out, and you could see completely different species of animals.
Wow, what an amazing journey for these sea lions, and I really can't wait for Adventure Cove. Joining me now is the guy who helped make it all happen, Columbus Zoo and Aquarium CEO and President Tom Stolf. Tom, thanks so much for having us out
thanks
here.
For coming.
Oh, it is beautiful this time of year,
Absolutely,
I tell you that. Well, you know, Adventure Cove, it is an exciting time for that, but what are you most excited for?
Oh, there's so many things to talk about. You know, Adventure Cove is our largest region in the history of the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, and I think it's probably the most exciting area. How about walking through a tube and sea lions all around you? It's never been done.
From top to bottom, side to side.
360. It's never been built ever in the world, and you're going to see it here at the Columbus Zoo. So when Adventure Cove opens in the spring, I'm telling you, you will be coming back day after day because it is going to be thrilling.
I know a lot of people are excited for that to open, and you mentioned that you helped save these sea lions and provide a proper forever home for them, so they are very lucky. And that's one aspect that people in our community might forget, that this place is in our backyard, but it's also a leading partner worldwide in conservation of wildlife and their habitats.
Our sea lions and seals will come in a couple months before we actually open, so you'll be hearing them barking and calling. It's going to be real exciting, and it's because we're doing our training. Our animal trainers have been with them for years, and so now it's time to bring them here to Columbus in a few more months, and then we'll open up in May.
Oh, this is great, exciting stuff going on. And you know, Tom, don't go away, because coming up, you and I are going to go out into the Wildlights, and I know that you have some other big news to share, zoo news, and Doppler 10 meteorologist Ashlee Baracy is out and about right now too. So as we take a break, we're going to toss it over to her for a look at what's to come on Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights. Ashlee.
Hey, it's so much fun out here, and there's so much to look at too. Coming up, I got the scoop from Susie Rapp on the hidden gems here at Wildlights that are great places for the kids and fun for mom and dad too.
Where else but Big Sandy Superstore can you see and test the nation's top 5 mattress brands plus Nectar? Get to our year-end clearance event and save up to an additional 20% off clearance mattresses and adjustable bases. This Serta High Comfort Gel Memory Foam Queen Set is just $9.59 after an additional 20% off. And it's a Sealy mattress buyout. This Queen Set just $4.79 after discount. Plus no money down special financing for 48 months. Finance $2,000 for as low as $55 a month now at Big Sandy Superstore.
My husband and I shared a wonderful life together, raising our family and spending time with our grandkids. When he passed, I was afraid the cost of his funeral would be more than I could afford. But pre-planning with Newcomer gave him a better service than I could have hoped for. And with funerals at only $27.95, it was far less expensive than any other funeral homes. Now his legacy can live on in our grandkids.
At Newcomer, it's our privilege to help you celebrate your loved one's legacy.
Spend less, leave more.
You've taken great care of your family and their family. So as you move through life, ensuring your health couldn't be in more capable hands. Protecting and caring for your family is a full-time job. We know, because it's ours too. We're Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of everything you love.
Tempstar Heating and Cooling products and American Air offer no interest if paid in full within 60 months with regular required monthly payments. Call for details.
Get your basement ready for the holidays. For a limited time, get Nature Stone installed now and pay nothing until next year. Payments as low as $99 a month. No interest, no down payment. Schedule your free cost estimate easily online today. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone.
Hey kids, we're tracking Santa Christmas Eve on 10 TV.
Hi Jack, my name is Charlotte, and what is your favorite dessert?
My favorite thing, the morning I'm alive today, is cookies. Sue, my wife, has always done chocolate chip cookies. She makes them herself for me, and they're incredible. I can eat well, she says only 3 at a time. Well, she says 2, but I do 3 to 5. Here comes the cookie man. Just because I eat 4 or 5 of them after dinner doesn't mean they gotta make fun of me. And some people have made them this big for me. Okay, you pig, here, take a chocolate chip cookie. Fine, that's fine, call me a pig. Call me a big pig, I don't care. Or a hog, call me a hog. Anyway, so.
Those cookies do look good, Jack, for sure. Welcome back to Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights. We're having so much fun here tonight. But now it's time to meet another animal. You guys ready? Bringing out our next animal. This is Jack Fulkert from Dublin. Hey, Jack F, meet Jack H.
Oh, how you doing? And that's my daughter, Julie.
You guys have met before.
Hi, Julie. It's all right. So, Jack, why don't you, little Jack, we're going to call him Little Jack.
Hey, little Jack. Or big Jack, whatever.
Yeah. Tell us, what kind of animal do we have here?
A kangaroo.
Oh, there we go.
You holding all right? Is he heavy? Is it all right?
Yeah. No.
You're holding a kangaroo.
Jack, how heavy is the kangaroo? It's okay?
Yeah.
Do you know your question?
That's pretty cool. Yeah, we understand you have a
What do you
question.
wanna tell us?
What do you call a lazy baby kangaroo?
Do you know the answer?
He better know the answer.
Well, yes, it says pouch potato. Pouch potato.
Do you have another question, Jack?
What's a kangaroo's favorite type of music?
Oh, what type of music? Now that's something I know. You know what that means? Hip hop.
Hey, wait a minute. By the way, I actually just wanted to throw in too, you know, Jack, I mean, next year is 2020. It's the year of the kangaroo.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it is a leap year.
Oh, that is good. I haven't heard that. Remember that, will you?
And by the way, I actually heard that one of the zoo's kangaroos had to visit the health center recently. Do you know how the operation turned out?
Oh,
Oh, goodness. All right.
Jack, great job.
Thank you.
Well, you know, Jack, in our last segment, we saw the construction that's happening at Adventure Cove, and that's going to be wrapping up this spring, and we're so excited because we're talking sea lions and seals to the zoo.
Exactly, right the front entry of the zoo.
And now
Susie Rapp right here is the one that came up with all this stuff, and you know, it's amazing even what you're going to see at the front of the zoo.
Now, we know that you had a chance to visit with the sea lions in Florida over the summer with your wife and your grandson. How excited are you about Adventure Cove opening?
I think it's going to be one of the greatest ones we've ever opened. It really is. The activity you're going to see with those sea lions and those seals jumping around out there, it's going to be amazing. It really is when you walk in this zoo and see those animals, because they are fun to watch.
You're going to walk through that zoo and you're going to hear Jack can tell you, those sea lions are loud.
Well, you guys are excited to see Adventure Cove, right, when it opens?
All right, so that's coming to us in the spring of 2020, but right now we want to send it out to Ashlee Baracy again, who's been making her way around the zoo, taking in all the Wildlights. Ashlee?
Hey there, I'm inside Asia Quest, which is a great spot to warm up and see some animals while you're at Wildlights. I'm meeting up with Susie Rapp because I've been told she has a special friend she wants me to meet.
Hey, Ashlee, look who I found. It's Rudolph and the Abominable Snow Monster.
Oh my goodness, this is awesome. And here you can take pictures with Rudolph and friends like Hermie the Elf, and then of course, Bumble, the adorable Abominable Snow Monster. And you even have a new friend this year, Bumble, Yukon Cornelius. How much fun?
It's so much fun. But Ashlee, a lot of people don't realize when they come here, there's lots of animals to see.
Yes.
But tonight we have someone real special in honor of you, because for those of you who don't know, Ashlee just had a baby about 3 months ago.
That's right.
And I have 2 new little babies
Oh
I want to share with you.
Oh, how sweet.
This is little Derek, and you're holding Duncan, and these are 10-week-old baby dingoes. And dingoes are wild dogs found in Australia and New Zealand. And they have made their new home here at the Columbus Zoo.
Oh, I love it. And this one's even giving me kisses. Well, it definitely has been a busy year for births and deliveries.
It has been a very busy year.
Yeah, at the Columbus Zoo. So let's go ahead and take a moment to introduce you to the adorable animal babies that we have here now at the zoo.
This year, new baby animals joined exhibits in several regions of the zoo. The Australia and the Islands region had many of those births, including these slow loris twins.
A slow loris is a mammal from Southeast Asia. They're quite small, almost the size of a football, and normally they live alone in the trees.
Also in the nocturnal building, another species that lives in the trees is the Australian walking stick. You'll have to look closely to see these little guys. Coming in at only 3 to 5 inches, they curl their tails to imitate a leaf for camouflage.
We have 3 koalas here at the zoo, and when they're finished with their eucalyptus, our Australian walking sticks gladly take the leftovers, and that's what they live on.
In the North America region, you'll find these adorable Mexican wolf pups. Sisters Sol, Snow, and brothers Augie and Fresco are the newest members of the pack. They're a nearly extinct relative of the North American gray wolf. Onto the aviary, you won't find 2 turtle doves, but there are some Nicobar pigeons.
Nicobars are the only living relative of a dodo.
A bird with perhaps more style is the Caribbean flamingo. The zoo hatched 3 flamingo chicks this year, but you might not recognize them right away.
They're covered in soft, white, downy feathers, and their beaks are actually straight. That's actually to help them break out of their egg. It can take about 2 years for them to get their full, brilliant pink color that we think of when we think of a flamingo.
The chicks Neil, John, and Terrence all got their names from Ohio astronauts. Back in the Australian Islands region, guests throughout the year were treated to the antics of this family. Meet the white-handed gibbons. Mom, Shawnee, and Dad, Leo, had a baby earlier this year, though we don't know yet if it's a boy or a girl.
Right away when the baby is born, it clings to mom. We've seen the baby kind of start to taste some food here and there, bananas, cooked sweet potatoes, soft things like we would introduce first to babies as well.
Oh, look at that. Love me some zoo babies. And look here, I've made friends with these cute little guys inside at the petting zoo, another great place to check out while you're at Wildlights. And Jeff Booth is standing outside of another place you can find creatures and critters out here at Wildlights. Hey, Jeff.
Well, I'm outside of the reptile building, and you know, this next guy we're going to meet is a little less furry and cuddly and more sneaky and slithery. Last year, the Columbus Zoo welcomed the king of all snakes, a king cobra, and we went behind the scenes to find out how they care for the snake known here as His Majesty. On this day, we're checking in with reptile keeper Kristen Jenkins, who's going to show us how they care for His Majesty and refresh his habitat.
I have to be able to service his habitat, clean him, maybe put some enrichment items in there for him. And so the way that I can safely do that is we have an off exhibit area that I put those rewards in. So today our king cobra is getting 2 rat pups. He'll get one of those inside his shift area as his reward for shifting. So I'll go ahead and put that there. Make sure this is nice and locked and secure.
The tasty snack is awaiting His Majesty, but the keepers don't exactly ring a dinner bell to notify the king.
Since snakes don't have an eardrum, they can't hear if we call them into the back. I've trained him that as I flash the lights, it means something's about to happen. He is very sensitive to any vibrations that are in his enclosure. He'll feel the vibrations as I open the habitat door, and he knows to go into his shift because there's going to be a nice, delicious reward waiting for him. Then I'm able to service, do all the great things inside his habitat, and then I reward him for going back out into that area as well.
Back in his home, the king is ready to meet his loyal subjects.
Our king cobra, His Majesty, is really active, and so we see him doing a lot of moving around, pretty active throughout the day, investigating, climbing, and even sometimes interacting with our guests.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
So we got a little idea of what the reptile zookeepers do, but what about some of the other zookeepers and what they do here at the zoo?
Well, it turns out the zoo has a tour program that'll show you just that, and we're going to go along on a tour coming up.
Now, how about a peek at some more of those Wildlights as Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights continues right here on 10 TV.
Last year, Kathy bought her husband a Wi-Fi meat thermometer. Open. This year, she got him a Hyundai. It's packed with the technology he really wants. Like an 8-inch touchscreen display and wireless device charging. This year, no gift receipt required. Hyundai Holidays. The longer you look, the more there is to like.
Now lease the Elantra for $119 a month, or get 0% APR for 72 months plus $1,000 in total savings. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Your love deserves to wear the brightest diamond in the room, but how do you choose the right one?
It can be a difficult choice, as some identical diamonds with the same color and clarity can vary in price as much as 70%.
At Myers Jewelers, we have the affordable answer. Introducing the Bright Crystal Diamond, scientifically proven to be in the top 10% of the world's most brilliant diamonds.
Seeing is believing. This truly is the brightest crystal diamond, exclusively at Myers Jewelers.
Experience Myers Jewelers.
You know, it's hard to enjoy the holidays when you're living in a cold, drafty home. Now, I could change that in just one day with one phone call. Now, the good news is we still have the $500 early bird discount to insulate your whole home, but that ends December 20th, the last day of fall. When we put our foam in your walls, it keeps the warm air in and the cold air out. So give yourself and family members a gift, a warm home.
USA Insulation.
Introducing the completely reimagined 2020 Ford Explorer. With 7 terrain management drive modes, it's perfect for families who like to go all out for the holidays. Or throw cranberry sauce on a plate and call it a day. Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, built for the holidays.
Lease a 2020 Explorer for $299 a month and $4,619 due at signing, or with 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,500 cash back.
Welcome back to Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights. I'm Pete Scalia alongside Angela Ann, and we're joined once again by the legendary Jungle Jack Hanna.
So Jack, we're going to meet another animal right now, and helping to bring out our next animal is Jaden Sin from Galloway, who has a fennec fox with her. Hey, Jaden, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So, Jaden, you're a sophomore at Westland High School. Have you ever held a fennec fox before?
I have not, but it is very soft.
Very soft.
What can you tell us about the fox?
Yeah, so their large ears help them to hear small mammals and insects underground.
Those are some pretty big ears, Jack.
Where are they from, sweetie?
They're mainly found in the Sahara Desert and, yeah.
The Sahara Desert and the Sinai Peninsula.
That big for another reason, too, aren't they? Not just hearing?
Yeah, it helps them keep them cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps them keep them cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awfully cute with that tiny little face with the great big ears, don't you guys think?
And believe it or not, Pete, that fox is full grown.
Really?
That is not a baby fox. In
That's
fact,
right.
that is Fergie, and Fergie's probably about 4 years old now.
Really?
And that's a full-grown fennec fox. So it's one of the smaller foxes, and they are found in Africa, where it's very, very hot. And you were right; they use those ears to hear things. They like to primarily live in the desert, so they're going to dig in cracks and crevices in the desert, but they're going to be able to hear different types of insects and small mammals crawling on top. And they're also going to use those ears to help cool them down. There's blood that's actually running through the veins in those ears, very similar to that of an elephant.
Exactly.
And it helps cool them down.
Yeah, people wonder why the elephant has those big ears.
Yeah.
Look, if you ever look behind the elephant, you see the big vessels, and they flop them all the time in Africa. When we film them, they stay alive.
Wow. Well, very cool. We just want to remind everyone that the memberships here to the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium and the Wilds really make some awesome Christmas gifts, don't they?
Oh, yeah. And of course, the membership comes with tons of perks, discounts, and access to members-only events. And the Wilds, by the way, it's only a 90-minute drive from Columbus.
Such an easy trip, and you've been out there quite many times.
It's amazing. Every time I go out there, I can't believe it. It's like I'm in Africa. It's like I'm in the wilds. It really is. That's why you call it the wilds.
And it's right here in Ohio, so it's a
Exactly.
great Christmas gift for anybody. But let's toss it out to Jeff Booth, who has another great gift idea.
Well, if you're looking for a last-minute Christmas gift, how about a wild encounter tour at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium? It's a behind-the-scenes experience like no other, and we went along to give you a peek. On a much warmer summer's day, we tailed along with the Columbus Zoo's education ambassadors as they brought guests to places that few visitors will ever experience. On a wild encounter tour, you'll choose between one of 4 places to explore: the Animal Health Center, the Giraffe Barn, Manatee Coast, and Discovery Reef. Inside, you'll get a glimpse of the zookeepers, caregivers, and veterinarians working, as well as many of the animals, and learn how the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium goes above and beyond to care for the 10,000 species that call this place home.
So this is one of those other surgery rooms over here.
Our first stop on the tour was the Animal Health Center.
So this is one of our gorillas over here just getting checked out. Again, the keepers are right in there with her.
Allison, our tour guide, showed us how the Columbus Zoo is using the latest technology and techniques for both preventative treatment and emergency care for the wildlife that call this place home.
And that CAT scan machine is newer. And our first animal that went through when we got it was actually a cat.
We then caught up with another tour group at a building with very tall doors.
And you're going to notice it's nice and cool in here.
On this day, the barn was empty as the giraffes soaked up the rays outside at the Heart of Africa exhibit. But inside, our guide Barry showed us around.
Ears like the okapi are very similar to the ones we have in our giraffes. This door is 18 feet tall. Our tallest one is 16 feet 6 inches. See the barrels over there? All right, that's where we put the grain in. Look at the hay racks. There's your alfalfa hay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. This is what we're doing today. That's our finale. All right.
The next tour group we caught up with was behind the scenes at the Manatee Coast. Home to these beautiful and friendly marine animals, the zoo's manatees are cared for in this state-of-the-art pool with elements that mimic what you'd find in the wild.
We'll just throw some branches in for the manatees and they like to chew on them.
Behind the scenes, we saw other pools that assist in the rehabilitation of manatees that are rescued from the wild. The Columbus Zoo is one of only 3 sanctioned facilities that can rehabilitate the manatee so they can return to their native waters. It's another reason why this place is so special. Our final stop was dropping in on a tour at the Discovery Reef Aquarium. The 88,000-gallon saltwater habitat is home to numerous species of fish, stingrays, sharks, sea turtles, and coral.
So these are all of our animals that go out into our touch pool.
But what you see out front is only half the story.
These guys are all target trained. We have 3 zebra sharks. The target just has a specific shape on it that they're able to recognize.
Check out what the aquarium looks like from this angle. That's right, on the tour you get to climb the stairs and walk above the tanks.
The little tail sticking out.
You'll see the dive gear that the staff wears when cleaning the tanks, as well as the other pools that are used for caring and rehabbing other aquatic creatures.
Hey, Ashlee.
Hey, Susie.
Welcome to Jingle Ball.
Oh, thank you. And hi, Trout. This is great.
Isn't this amazing?
Yes.
A lot of people don't even know this is here. I mean, they see it when they walk by, but they don't realize what it is.
Yeah, where exactly are we located in the zoo?
Right by the Discovery Reef. Well, kind of right in front of the Discovery Reef. Right behind you is Manatee Coast. Right across from us over there is the reptile building and the penguin exhibit.
Oh, so Trout's not too far from his home.
He's not, and it's just a perfect place to be.
Absolutely. And so if you're walking through the zoo, I know that you'll be drawn to these glowing globes that are also kind of dancing to music.
They are, and that's the cool thing. But we have this incredible playground.
So Trout can play out here and the kids can burn off energy
And
with them.
it's a perfect place to be. It's a great place for families. It's a great place for the kids to burn energies. And if it's cold, Ashlee, the buildings are open. You can go in the reptile building. You can go into Discovery Reef. It's a great spot. I always tell people, if you're not in the holiday spirit,
you will be after
you will be after you leave here. I promise you that.
Thank you so much, Susie, for showing us around here. I'm truly enjoying every light here at Wildlights.
Coming up, much more with Jack Hanna and all of his friends as we take you into the Wildlights. Plus, we're talking polar bears and singing bears with Tom Stolf as our special from Wildlights at the Columbus Zoo continues. Don't go anywhere.
My husband and I shared a wonderful life together, raising our family and spending time with our grandkids. When he passed, I was afraid the cost of his funeral would be more than I could afford. But pre-planning with Newcomer gave him a better service than I could have hoped for. And with funerals at only $27.95, it was far less expensive than any other funeral homes. Now his legacy can live on in our grandkids.
At Newcomer, it's our privilege to help you celebrate your loved one's legacy.
Spend less, leave more.
It's taken over 10 years to get here. And now that it's finally here, we need your undivided attention. It's the deal of the decade at Big Sandy Superstore with over $3 million of Frigidaire kitchen packages. Buy 2, get 2 free. Buy a dispenser refrigerator and range and get the matching dishwasher and microwave. With cashback savings of $600, it's buy 2, get 2 free. 5 kitchen packages to choose from. Pay off same as cash until March 2021. When they're gone, they're gone. Now at Big Sandy Superstore.
Is this the picture of health? Is he? What about them? At Ohio Health, we believe health exists in all shapes and sizes. And superfoods aren't nearly as powerful as supermoms. We believe in listening more than we talk, and see ourselves as partners, not prescribers. Because at Ohio Health, we believe in your power to be healthy.
Welcome back to Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights. I'm Yolanda Harris, joined again by Columbus Zoo and Aquarium President and CEO Tom Stolf. And Tom, we're inside a polar frontier right now, and this is right outside the polar bear habitat, and that has been a really busy place lately. Tell us why.
Oh, we are so proud to announce that we have a baby polar bear.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know, and it's so rare. Last year, we had 3 cubs, and that was the only 3 cubs in the entire United States, North America, all combined.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, it's funny because when I talk to people about our excitement, they say, oh yeah, we saw them last year and then the year before. This is so rare. We're so excited about it.
Yeah, you guys are world renowned.
So now this little baby, you'll see in the spring with mom. It'll be real exciting.
Is it a boy or girl?
Well, we don't know yet.
Don't know yet?
I mean, it's like this big. It was just born.
Well, that is certainly a lot to be proud of here at the Columbus Zoo, but also out at the wilds. You guys have had some excitement out there. It's been a busy year because you've had some births out there.
Oh, highly endangered animals. When we talk about our Asian rhinos, we have a little baby there, a white rhino, little baby there. We have a baby giraffe, and then a ton of cheetah cubs. We have 6 cheetah cubs that were just born.
Saw the picture of those.
Oh, we're talking about, you know, and the thing that I love about it is these are highly endangered animals. They need our help, and the wilds is so special.
You guys don't just breed for the sake of visitors coming to the zoo and to the wilds. You actually do this. This is work to preserve a species preservation and conservation. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have 114 different conservation projects in 46 different countries. So we really make a difference, and our animals are here as ambassadors. So we're learning from these animals. We want to make sure that we inspire people. We're connecting people with wildlife.
You guys keep that good work going. Well, you know what? When you visit Wildlights out here, everybody, Polar Frontier, where we are now, this is a really popular place with the kids this time of year because there's another pretty important VIP who hangs out here during Wildlights. Who's that, Tom?
Santa Claus.
Santa! That's right, Santa's here. We're going to toss it over to Jeff Booth, who I've been told is in a new area of the zoo out here. It's called Camelot. You heard of Camelot?
Never heard of it.
Camelot, what's that?
Oh, hey, Yolanda. No, I'm in the camel lot. Oh, wait, the camel lot. Sorry for the confusion there. You know, they have camel rides here at Wildlights, and it's a fun place to stop when you're making your way around the zoo. And I gotta warn you, if you are going to do this, it does cost a little bit extra for the camel ride, but it's only a little chump change, so it's really not too bad. If I can get our crew to bring the camel quarter in closer, I'll show you what it's like to ride on one of these guys. Okay, have I embarrassed my daughters enough yet? Any more bad dad jokes that they're going to be too embarrassed to even be seen with me if I tell them? I might need to wear my camouflage. But seriously, it's important that you check out the camels here at Wildlights because it's a special year for this attraction. Christmas, of course, falls on a Wednesday this year, also known as Hump Day. Let's toss it over to Pete and Angela now.
Wow, let's hear it for Jeff's family who were willing to appear with him tonight.
Yeah, and by the way, Angela, you know, I mean, I kind of had a hunch that Jeff might pull a stunt like that.
Mm-hmm, how so?
Well, all week long he's been singing his favorite Christmas carol at work.
What's that?
Well, you know how it goes. O camel, ye faithful. Well?
You just got the best eye roll from Jack Hanna. We're keeping that. All right. We're going to need to take a break, so don't go anywhere because we're going to close out this show with Jack and maybe a couple of surprise visitors when we come back. So don't go anywhere.
I did some early shopping this year. One for you, one for me.
I love it. I got us a little something too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you and one for me.
I love it.
Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for me.
I love it.
I like red.
Using the GM employee discount for everyone, get this low mileage lease on this 2020 GMC Terrain SLE for around $229 per month. Plus, current eligible non-GM lessees can get $1,500 additional lease cash.
Maria was always a hero in our hearts, and now she's a hero to many because she was a registered organ, eye, and tissue donor. Say yes to donation. Visit lifelineofohio.org.
You know, it's hard to enjoy the holidays when you're living in a cold, drafty home. Now, I can change that in just one day with one phone call. Now, the good news is we still have the $500 early bird discount to insulate your whole home, but that ends December 20th, the last day of fall. When we put our foam in your walls, it keeps the warm air in and the cold air out. So give yourself and family members a gift, a warm home.
USA Insulation.
Get your basement ready for the holidays.
We had a horrible storm that flooded our basement.
We had to take out that nasty moldy carpet.
And we never want to have to go through that again. That's when we called Nature's Stone.
And with Russell's Promise, our true unconditional warranty, you will never have to replace your basement flooring again. For a limited time, get Nature's Stone installed now and pay nothing until next year. Payments as low as $99 a month. No interest, no down payment. Schedule your free cost estimate easily online today. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature's Stone.
Tempstar Heating and Cooling products and American Air offer no interest if paid in full within 60 months with regular required monthly payments. Call for details.
Always be prepared. Download the 10TV app today.
I'm Cameron. Hi, Jack. How are you celebrating Christmas this year?
Oh my gosh, one of the first times the whole family's together. Now you may say, well, why aren't our family together? Well, my one daughter married a British guy 22 years ago. One of them lives in Cincinnati. I'm out in Montana or somewhere else, probably Florida, I don't know, or even here, but to put them all together has just been impossible. But this year, everybody, they're all coming together, and we're so excited. So you know what I had to do? I had to go tell them we're going to meet in Florida. That's not real Christmassy, but these are all young people, and they want to meet in Florida. So I said, okay then. Now, if they think they're going to get a Christmas gift, they'll get candy, yeah.
Oh, all right. How special, Jack, to have your whole family with you in Florida this year?
Well, it is. You're trying to get these kids that are anywhere from 12 to 21 years old in 3 different countries. It's not easy.
How about that? And by the way, Jack, before you go, how about we end the show with a special surprise guest?
Oh, my gosh.
Look who's here. How special to have Santa Claus right here at the Columbus Zoo.
I can't believe this.
I guess that means everyone's been on the nice list, right?
Yeah, Santa Claus, he's bigger than Gorilla.
We want to thank everyone at the Columbus Zoo tonight for making this happen. Tom Stoff, Susie Rapp, Pete Fingerhut, and Shannon Swin.
And a big thank you to all our families and NC4K. A great audience that's been with us tonight. And if this show has left anybody in the giving spirit this holiday season, again, consider a gift to NC4K. They do amazing work for our community with families who are fighting pediatric cancer.
And of course, we want to say thank you, our viewers, who help make 10 TV Central Ohio's news leader. We appreciate you watching every morning and every night.
So on behalf of everyone at 10 TV, the Columbus Zoo, and of course, the Jungle Jack Hanna, we'd like to say Happy Holidays! Good night!
Chief Meteorologist Ashlee Baracy. Weeknights on 10